Greetings and welcome, minions, to another episode of Let's Play Dungeons 3. Right, Light and Shadow. Let us see if we cannot rescue Thalya from her own failures. Because I would be oh so worried if I didn't have Thalya.
Do not resist the light, daughter. Purify your soul.
Ah! Ah! Father! Why are you doing this? These are not good deeds.
You will know, daughter. Soon you will know.
The capture of Thalya and her immediate torture, purification, one occasionally slips up with these religious fanatics, strengthened the hero's morale. They assumed that good would now win, but they did not know about the dungeon growing in the underground. Even without Thalya, the seductive evil still had some influence and powerful creatures. The evil set about raising an army that would free Thalya. Do we really have to? Okay, she's funny and all that, but she takes away a lot of my narration time, which I could fill with brilliant monologues instead. Or I could recite a poem. Did I ever tell you the story about how I rode a bicycle over my own toe? Yeah, okay, you don't have to threaten me. We'll get her back. Fine.
Right, we have 1 hour to do this, so let's not dawdle. And just collect all the gold we can, even if it is located in inconvenient places. It will require me to restore my dungeon walls to pristine squareness. Alright, so I have room for horde creatures, although not a lot. Let's expand that a bit. This is, again, inconveniently placed. Alright, let's just dig out all the convenient gold first. We'll worry about making a thing look pretty later. Alright, how many snots do I have? 5? I can do more. Alright, I want more critters, please. Now, we are not starting entirely defenseless without Thalya, luckily. But yeah. I kind of feel this is where the game sort of lets its storytelling drop a little bit. Because it had an opportunity to really, go a bit darker with the story if it wanted to. Because this is for the first time a moment where Thalya is actually vulnerable in some way. Does she learn anything from this experience? Not really. That'll obviously still happen, but she just goes on as she always has. We already know that Thanos cannot defeat the ultimate evil, absolute evil. So there's no real tension there anyway. Should the need arise, the ultimate evil will just pop up again, beat the snot out of Thanos, and we're done with that. So the really only story arc that would be involving Thalya, but that first requires us to actually care about the fate of Thalya, and for Thalya to actually care about what she's doing. And up until this moment, she has really just not been doing anything of the sort. Mostly just complaining and being very childish about everything. With herself, with her father. And there was a brief moment when I felt a little bit sorry for her at the start when, it was obvious that she was being mind controlled really by Thanos for the sake of good. But that's bad. A little bit bad. But, can't blame the man. He was only doing what he thought was right. Even if I don't agree entirely with what he was doing, his methods were somewhat reasonable, in his opinion. But then again, a lot of the characters were only given so short a time with to actually care about. I mean, like all of Thanos' companions, for instance. We get maybe 1-2 missions to really get to know them. At which point, we just stop caring about them altogether. I mean, Grimly, at least we had a little bit of a setup with, because of his innate hatred of Thalia. That was sort of interesting to watch. But the mage character, don't care about her at all. Or the paladin character, which I kind of sort of feel like it's a bit of a doubling up. Do you really need another paladin character when you already have Thanos? Anyway, do we care about him? No, and the game didn't really care about him either. He was defeated in pretty much the same scene as where we met him. That's a little bit of a shortage in storytelling. It's not terrible. I mean, this game is definitely not trying to be a very good story. It's trying to be fun. And it sort of succeeds like that, but there's only so often you can actually laugh at the jokes until they just become background noise, really. Oh well, let's just keep focusing on actually expanding properly. I mean, I do need to start preparing for
Payday.
Advancing forward. So let's actually unlock the Nagas before I completely bungle that. I don't really need anything else. Let's just start heading towards the unlocking of the Tinkerer's Cave. Right, then I need to expand the Gobbler Farm. Alright, this needs to be dug out, but that can wait for now. So, right, the enemy will be coming from here and here. Can't do anything cheesy like let them join up together. Well, I could, but that would take a lot of effort. Too much effort. Not gonna bother with that. Let's just get everything set up. Now, I also want the Arcanium, but I don't have enough points for that. I don't have to waste anything, luckily, on Thalia this time around, so there's that. Should we start getting set up with the Resurrection Chambers? I can go over there. Alright, let's start hiring some Horde characters. Let's see, we have room.
There are evil creatures in the underground? Go, my faithful. Cleanse that place and destroy the evil scum.
The lethargic evil's presence was no longer undetected. Heroes would henceforth be visiting the dungeon.
Why doesn't the good have any problems with torture? Ah!
That's an excellent question. Well, good. Why don't you have any problems with torture?
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
I mean, at least it serves my goals to have torture, but why would it have any benefit for you? Oh well. Alright, let's get everything set up. Now, annoyingly, the heroes are quite powerful. So, consequently, my minions will have to get very tough quickly. Or at least until I can get set up with the traps. Alright, let's see. The resurrection chamber I don't have yet. That is a pity, but that's fine. And my undead golem is luckily cheap, so I can maintain him for quite a while. Alright, let's close off this wall. Alright, is that everything is fine? Alright, let's start claiming some land, shall we? We need to get a bit of an influx. At least until the heroes start dying. And I do mean a steady influx. I mean, I know I can probably slap these guys around a bit. But that doesn't really yield me all that much evil as it is at the moment. So let's just focus on things we actually can achieve.
The thirsting for evil's army had reached an island of the good, but it wouldn't remain one for long.
Right. Alright, that's a little bit better. Alright, let's see if I can suffocate this camp.
The thirsting for revenge evil's troops had discovered one of the heroes' outposts. They knew what they had to do. Payday!
Alright, let's get the Arcanium. Alright, some simple spells and simple traps will do for now. Alright, and kill that. We don't really have time to go to the next outpost, unfortunately. I need to get my troops back home so they can start recuperating a bit.
Ha ha ha! How do you like that, Thanos? I mean, the inspiring me evil's army had laid waste to the outpost. Now it continued marauding through the country on its way to free Thalia.
You will pay for that, vile pack. The goddess will purify you, and the flames will cleanse you.
Yeah, don't try to sound as that orgasmic when you do that, though. Yeah, a little bit too big, I don't care.
Concerned citizens from the nearby village had heard of the army camp's destruction. Extremely troubled, they therefore decided to arm themselves and go on the offensive.
Excellent! Confront the evil. Chase it back into the underground. And then let us purify the ground with cleansing fire.
Alright, you're getting a little bit of a weird pyromaniac vibe from you there, Thanos. Perhaps you should have talked to someone about that. I mean, I don't mind fire, it's nice and cozy and it burns so pretty. But it's definitely something you need to keep under control. and don't let it control you. Right. They can die. I could do with a few zombies and... well, I'm gonna get archers from this, right? Yeah, they become skeletons. No, that's fine, that's fine. The next step really is the Sinister Laboratory, so I can get my thing. Alright, they're not uber powerful. That's fine. Alright, let's get set up with some doors, shall we? And I should probably hire an imp. Alright, first order of business. Let's get the lecture hall actually, before I forget. Right. I need more. I need more stuff. More thingies. 2 boxes. I can store 18, that's probably enough. Plus I'm still making doors. Although we probably don't have time to make things really pretty. We'll just have to go for what is practical. Well, as long as it isn't broken, let's just stick to the manner in which I've built my dungeons before. To at least buy some time. Alright, we've got the defibrillator up. And this is working. The cave is at 100% efficiency, although admittedly I don't have all the spells yet. Well, let's get the brewery actually. Where to put it though? Running a little bit out of space. I can put it back here. Alright, die already. Did I already have some stuff? Yeah. And I really need a mana building so I can make sure that I have spells to cast. I need to wait for anything else.
It's payday.
Well, let's go in advance. I mean, can't really do anything else. Let's just set up the lecture hall. I can start researching some stuff to make things a little bit easier on me. Alright, let's take this and increase our
Renounce evil and return to the light, daughter.
Where there is...
The ruthless Evil's army had discovered a small island of good, and now decided to pay it a short visit.
Well, there goes one demon. Admittedly, attacking while their buff is active is not a very good idea, but that's just on me. I mistimed. Nothing to do for it. because I need to unlock so much more stuff before I can get to the next bit. But we'll have to go and do that next time. Thank you all for watching. See you next time.